Yo, 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 what's good? It's your boy Cypher back at it again. And there's a few updates, right? So I wanted to jump right in and kind of talk about those. Some of you probably already know, but we actually got the packaging reveal for Iron Bloom, which is STO5, and Clan Unity, which is STO6. Super excited for G-Quux though, not gonna lie, but I also do like IBO, and it's purple, so I'm with that, purple white. I'm super hype about that because one of my favorite Gundam series, Gundam X, is going to be purple. So yeah, I'm with that. But let's kind of go over a few things. G-Quux is gonna be green. As far as green and red. So Machu's going to be able to pair with your red-blue decks, which is dope. I'd like to throw G-Quux in there. And then we've got the red Gundam, which is green, so that could pair with Wing if you choose to do so. Purple's new, so yeah, we're going to see kind of where that fits in, but I'm excited for that because there's another section here where let me get to the right one.
We'll be back after these messages. And now back to our show.
Right here. Yes. So, Gundam X is going to be purple. I'm super hype about that. I love Gundam X. It's one of my favorite series of all time. It's up there with Gundam Wing. Very underrated if you have not seen Gundam X. I'm not sponsored by anybody because I'm still brand new, but Tubi, the free app, has Gundam Age right here and Gundam X on their platform right now. So if you want to watch it, I highly recommend you download Tubi and check out Gundam X. Very underrated show. It has similar art to Gundam Wing, so if you love Gundam Wing, you're gonna like Gundam X. All the suits look very similar, and the story's pretty dope. It's a new take on just kind of like how things work on the Earth after crazy wars have hit it and colonies have been dropped and what the aftermath of that looks like. So really, really good show. One of my favorite. And then we've got kind of like what these packs look like for the Dual Impact. So this is coming out in October on the 25th. So we've got some time, right? And I'm super excited for that. But we also get Zeta, and Zeta's white, so you can pair Zeta with Justice or Freedom. Sorry, Justice and Freedom, yeah, because they're both white units. But yeah, you can pair that with the white decks, so that's pretty cool. Age is also going to be green, so that's awesome. So yeah, these kind of fit hand in hand, and then I will go back to what we're getting here. These are kind of some early samples of what it looks like for some of the cards that we're getting for the G-Quux. So I really like the design for this particular card. I don't know if that's going to be an alternate or whatever, but I absolutely love how the art looks on these cards. Red Gundam looks incredible. Can't wait to see what the alt art is for that, because this one is specifically an LR. So that looks great. And then we got Shuji here. And he's a 1 cost 4. So yeah, I believe I can't remember what his kit was, but it had something to do with you can bring out another unit or something like that. I could be completely wrong, but I'm still excited for this. He's going to be green. I think using him in a wing deck would be pretty good. So we'll see how that goes. And yeah, we've got Machu in with her beanie. So that might be the pilot card. So we'll see kind of what happens and what comes of that. So yeah, so those are the main things. We've got the 2 packs coming out. Iron Bloom and Clan Unity, so I'm excited to see what happens with those, and we'll go from there. I do like IBO. It's a pretty good show, pretty sad as well, but cannot complain because I love Gundam all around. I'm really excited. I've had so much fun with the events that I've done. I went 3-1 on my last event on Friday night, which was a sealed event, so pretty hype about that. I've got some work to do because I've been getting my ass handed to me most of the tournaments I had before, which were the starter decks. But with sealed event, I have a lot more knowledge since then. Again, this is my first ever Bandai card game, so I am not on the level of some of these guys that play like One Piece or Dragon Ball or whatever. So I see a reoccurring theme. A lot of the guys that win the tournaments where I'm at are all guys that play card games all the time, so I can see that. I have a lot of work cut out for me because I feel like I'm at the bottom of the totem pole since this is just like my first Bandai card game. So yeah, I got work to do, but I'm excited for the game because I love Gundam, and yeah, I couldn't ask for more. So next order of business, we have some decks to go over. There's been a lot of competition in Japan and a lot of competition here in the States, and some of these decks are the ones that have won. So we've got a blue-red cyber new type, which is pretty popular now. It's starting to come out. I also have a cyber new type build, but nowhere near what this is. So this particular deck took on Blue-White Seed, Blue-White Academy, Blue-White Unicorn, Red-White Atherin, and a mirror match. So, as you can see, there's no green-white or green-red or red-green, whatever. It's all meta right now. So, the fact that there's a couple blue-reds here is pretty good because blue-red is like the least favorite. And we all know that one website that breaks everything down. I'll go over that in just a moment. But yeah, so this is pretty much what took that tournament here. And yeah, I have similar cards. You need 4 of these, absolutely, if you're going to run red-blue to just get cards out. I'm only running 1 of these. So, very similar. There's some units I have, some units I don't. I do not have any of these. These 3, I do not carry those. I do have the Rizal. I do not have this. And I do not have the Shamblu. So, I have a different variation of that. But very underrated card right here, Battle of the Aces. I feel like that is a automatic must for any deck that's red-blue or red anything. Just saying. So there's that. And we all know who Eggman is. So he basically took the event with his red-blue deck. Very, very different from what I'm running. Some of you may have a similar deck to this style, but yeah, this is pretty much what he used to kind of congregate. So I see this this particular card, I can't even see what that word is, and I don't even know if I'm sure I have it somewhere running around here, but yeah, this card I see a lot of in red-blue. I do not use it. Aside from that, yeah, pretty cool. And then I think this is the other deck that took top. So it's green-white, which is another meta. And this is what he cooked up. So not too bad here. We've got the EX ramp here. We've got 3 of Wing Gundam 0, 4 Wing Gundams. The automatic must for these 2. Duo, absolutely clutch. Cannot be touched by any enemy effects, which is insane. So he can't be removed by Battle of Aces or anything like that. And yeah, his Gundam Death Scythe is insane too. An automatic 4 of. But aside from that, there are some things that can yeah, these are the guys that took up the event. So yeah, there we are on that one. We also have some more decks, some blue-white, which is also very much meta here. They're flexing on us with the alternate resources, C+ beta resources here, And yeah, they took first place. They got their participation pack and the winner pack. So blue-white with Banagher, Kira, and Amuro. We've got 3 of the unicorns. We got 4 regular Gundams. We got Lefirth here. We've got some Zord action, Rizal, and all that. Absolute must if you're running white. Gotta have the overflow. They threw in a couple of the shows of Resolve, which is great. So you're just ramping cards up here. I think this is a pretty decent deck. We've got Freedom, obviously, you can block. We got another blocker right here, obviously. To throw in white base just for some added protection is pretty good. I think this deck's pretty nice. This is a pretty solid deck. I like this combo. I think this combo synergizes pretty decent. And we've got 3 of the unicorns, so you can destroy and bring out destroy mode. So yeah, he cooked on that one. Got to give it to him. We've got another one. That one first prize winner is the let's see, we've got a couple of them here. Oh, let me go back. So let me go all the way to the front. Okay, so this one is the first place winners here. So we've got a Xeon and Earth Federation build here, which is interesting. You don't see that too often. This is an interesting deck here that they're using. Very nice combination. A lot of Char units. So you got the Gelgu, you got his 2 versions of his Zaku coming out. We've got what? The Zaku here. Zaku 1. So pretty much different variations of Zaku's in this deck as well. Then I'm losing my Gundam card. I completely forgot what this Gundam or this oh my god, what this is called. I'm ashamed right now.
We'll be back after these messages. And now back to our show.
The Goof, there we go. Okay, I just had to think about his name. Oh man, forgive me guys, that's so terrible. Anyway, this deck right here is pretty solid. I never would have thought to just do straight Xeon. We even got a Pisces right here too, which is pretty cool. And then we've got, of course, another green-white. They've got 3 of Katras, which I can see is pretty good. They're just using Katra for his effect, which is busted. I do like that effect really well. I think this is a must in a wing deck, to be honest with you. So you don't take damage in your shield area. I think that's pretty much a must. And Hito and Duo are like absolute needs in any green. I think their synergy is just too good right now, so I can see why. I have not made. I mean, I've made a green deck, a green-white deck, but it's not like this. It was just me kind of playing around, and I still need maybe a couple units. I'm waiting for my last Death Scythe to come in, and I should be good there. Then we've got some blue-white action going. We've got the Unicorn mainly here. We've got Amuro, can fit in any blue deck, honestly. If you're not using him, you're missing out because he's really good. He's probably one of the best pilots in the game. Notice I said one of. He's not the best. He's one of the best. So there's a bunch of different good pilots that are out there. But yeah, he's an absolute must if you're running blue. Like, there's no doubt about it. His effect for resting is just too good. So especially if you're fighting like blockers, that's a must. You want to rest the blockers before you swing into stuff. So I mean, that's a no-brainer there. Zwart's like a must. These prices for Amuro for the C+ and the Zwart's are insane right now. Amuro's like $38 right now. That's pretty crazy. And yeah, Overflow of Affection only running one of those. That's cool. I mean, but yeah, so it's kind of what we're looking at this particular junction. And then another green-white. A little different here versus the other one. They've got the strike right here, Yeah, so a pretty decent combo. Can't complain there. And we've got another one, which pretty much, let's see, they won 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1-7. I don't know if this is. Well, I guess this could be a win right here. 8. So 1-8, lost 2. That's pretty decent. That's really good. And yeah, it's another green-white. So Japan's loving green-white right now. Can't hate them for that. And they're running Kira with Duo and Hito. So that's cool. And then the strike pack there running Freedom. Yeah, so Firth there. Not bad at all, not bad at all. And then I believe this was on the Gundam Card Game actual like stream, and this dude took the little tournament that they were doing, and he was using green blue, which is very interesting. I have not seen that combo. So this is what he did. He did Amuro with Hito and Banashir. I think that's a pretty cool combo. I might have to look into that. I kind of like that synergy with green blue. I think that there's something that could be there. He did lose quite a bit, but I mean he took the tournament. So he took blue white, lost to another blue white, took another blue white, lost to red green, took another blue white, lost to white green, and then took a blue white. So yeah, blue white is is where it's at right now from what they're saying. So, and then we have one more. I wanted to kind of show another green white deck, which seems to be running all over the place. They're running 4 Wing Gundam Zeros here though, so that's cool. We got quite a few blockers here. So yeah, this is what it is. Another Kira combo with Duo and Troa. So that's cool. Running Overflow, got to. Absolute must, so you can get the cards you need as fast as possible. So yeah, so and then we've got the ramp with the Gundam Wing Bird mode, absolute must. And then of course we already know Decide does what it does and goes from there. So this website, a lot of people are familiar with it. They pretty much go over what the top decks are and they break it down by percentage based on all the tournaments in Japan. And right now blue is taking the cake. So blue white is number 1 in popularity. Red or green red is number 2 most used, which is interesting, which is an aggro deck. And then number 3 is green white. Yeah. No red blue, which is very interesting. Red blue they consider tier 3. So yeah, tier 3, red blue, rank B. So yeah, there's that. And there's only a couple variations of it. But here in the States, red blue is starting to kind of pop off a little bit. I have a decent red blue deck for Cyber New Type, and I'm going to an event today, in fact, at 3 o'clock. So I will see what happens and how that goes. But aside from that, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. I did also kind of want to go over some of the market prices. Guys, if you need cards, I get it. If you're trying to do tournaments, then spend the bread. But as it stands right now, a lot of these cards are super volatile right now. I would recommend personally, if you want to get a cheap deck that has some potential, I would get the Zaf deck, which consists of 4 busters, 4 duels. For regular versions, you need the Zaf trait dual Gundam. You need 4 of those, I recommend. There's also the Legao, absolutely insane ability in that deck. Right here, and it's only $10 for the alt art, which is crazy. This deck, I'm telling you guys, is very underrated. It has some great synergy. So with Zaf's trait, if this gets 5 or more AP, when you're attacking an enemy unit, you can deal 2 damage to another enemy unit. So you're just pinging, which is also why I decided to do a red-blue deck, because I can also ping on that as well. So this is really good, really great deck. It has potential. Buster is highly underrated as far as a card. And for $18, you can get the alt art, which is insanely cheap. This card comes in, you can tap automatically for support 3 AP to whatever friendly Zaft unit you have. Then once you pair it, you can set it to active and then tap again for another 3. This card is ridiculous. And if you have multiple on the field, you can just tap for swinging big numbers, so whoever comes out that's high, like let's say you're running against someone who has big Zam, you can take him out with a couple of these on field to whatever unit, and then, you know, swing for the fences. So really underrated deck, underrated card. Anything Zaft right now is underrated. This kind of went up in price, which is really cool. This card is really good too, because you can look at the top 3 cards of your deck, and then you may deploy 1 Zaft unit that's level 4 or lower. So that means you get an extra body on the field once you pair, and you can pair that with any pilot you have in the deck. So, I mean, it just synergizes really well with all the Zaft pilots. So we got Nicole, which is also a command card that can do 2 damage. There's Andrew, which gives +3 AP, which is also a command card. That's broken. You want to do the Baku and the Legao if you want a combo, because the Baku can actually give you 3 or 2 AP to whatever friendly unit you have on the field. So there's just a lot of ping friendly AP swings to deal damage. And then the dual Gundam also has a trait. If you're +5 AP, it gets breach 3. So yeah, that's really good. But yeah, I would recommend trying to go for that and see if you can make a good deck off that. But aside from all of that, I've got to get ready for this tournament. I will report to you guys on how that goes. Also, one thing I wanted to talk about really quick, which is important, is be careful what game store you go to. I've seen some people with some terrible practices that own shops. Even where I live, I had a situation where I drove all the way out there over 30 minutes to get to this place, and then they decided to say, hey, we're going to give top 10 participation packs, and they didn't state that beforehand, which was really screwed up, because I was letting people take back moves to win games so that they could learn. And yeah, if I had known that, I would have never done that. I would have never let people take moves back, and I would have been swinging for scalps. You know what I mean? Like, that's just the name of the game, because I wanted a participation pack. On Bandai's website, it states that everyone should receive a participation pack. Now, if the stores cannot do that, then they need to be upfront and transparent with people. I've also seen on the Facebook Gundam Card Game group that people were paying $30 for an event and only getting the free deck box, which is insane. Please be careful where you go, and don't let any of these people try to run you guys down. But aside from that, have fun. Cannot wait for this game to blow up even more. Bandai knows that this game now is officially popular. We've got people with great pulls. I'll probably post one of my videos of one of the boxes I've opened. I've opened 3 boxes total, but I did 2 at an event, and I did 1 at home that I recorded, and I pulled some heat, so I'll be posting that. And if you guys have anything you want to share, please comment your thoughts in the comment section, like and subscribe. I'm still new, but I love this game, I love Gundam, and you'll be seeing me a lot more. With that being said, Cypher's out. Peace.